5, count them, 5 pro voice acting tips from a full-time voiceover actor. What's going on, everybody? Mike Haytek here, voice actor, voice talent, voiceover coach, demo producer, and hey, all around, if it's got something to do with voiceover, I do it. What's going on, everybody? Coming to you today with something a little different. Haven't done this yet. This is 5 tips that I put together to help new and aspiring voice actors start to build up their career, start to build up their business, start to get a little bit more money. You ready to dive in with me? I hope so. Number 1, be authentic. This can be one of the biggest issues for voice artists. We get a mic in front of our face and all of a sudden we want to start talking like a broadcaster. It's just kind of human nature. It's the way that it is. But that's not what clients are looking for. Unless it's specifically a radio or a TV ad where they're saying, hey, we want this announcer voice. Hey, we want that. It's not what it's not what the clients are looking for. They're looking for authentic. They're looking for conversational. They're looking for like you just talking with a friend of yours. That's what they're looking for. That's what they want. They want you to sound just like a regular person, having a conversation with your best friend. What's the easiest way to do that? Well, you have to trick your mind into thinking that the microphone is your friend, okay? So you're talking to a friend. That's all you're doing is talking to a friend. This is voice acting, sounding like you're not acting. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's actually really tough. And it takes practice. But once you get it, it'll click inside your head and you'll say, that's what they've been looking for this whole time. Number 2, be positive. That's right, be happy. There's too much negativity in the world today as it is. There's too much going on. Be happy. What's the easiest way to convey that in your voice? Smile. I know it sounds silly. It really does. But if you smile, it comes through in your spoken word. People can hear you smile, believe it or not. If you listen to somebody who's just talking and going on, and then listen to somebody who's smiling, it's very easy to hear the difference between somebody who's smiling and somebody who's not smiling when they're talking. Be happy. Is it always easy to do that? No, sometimes you have to fake it. It's the way of the world. It's the way that it works. You wake up in the morning, didn't have enough coffee, or it's cold out, or your car won't start, or you get into an argument with your significant other, or whatever. All these things can drag your mood down. And all those things, if they drag your mood down, can be conveyed sometimes through your voice when you're trying to get your work done. So you have to sit down, smile, and be happy. Be positive. It works. Trust me, there's a huge difference, and people can tell. Number 3, be relaxed. Tension's no fun to watch. It's no fun to listen to either. And you can hear it in somebody's voice. You can hear if somebody's tense just in their voice. Relax. Take a deep breath. It's okay. It's just a script. All you have to do is record it. That's all it is. Tension can be heard in the spoken word. Try not to over-articulate what you're saying. Don't think about it too much, about the articulation of the words. Just say them. Let the tension flow through your body. Nice deep breath. Let it out. This is also where warming up your voice before you start working comes into play. Now, there are a lot of ways to do it, and maybe one day, if you want, we can talk about different ways of warming up your voice. Leave a comment in the comments below. Leave a note in the comments below. And if you want to know how some ways of warming up your voice, I'll be happy to talk them with you. But warming up your voice, it's an important way to release that tension. Okay? Blah, 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 whatever you do, blah, 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 there's tons of ways that you can warm up your voice. And I know that it looks silly and it sounded even sillier, or looked even sillier than it sounded, but that's one way of doing it. So relax, let that tension go. Tension can be picked up in the spoken word. People will be able to hear it in your voice. So relax. Number 4, be prepared. Well, what do I mean about being prepared? Okay, so you get a client who sends you a script and they say, do in 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is. Before you sit down to record that script, read it. And I don't mean just reading in your head. Read it out loud, okay? Just like you would if you were trying to record it. The reason behind this is you never know what words you're going to stumble over. You never know what phrases you're going to stumble over. You're not where to take a breath. These things If you practice beforehand, when you sit down to record, it'll be nice and smooth as silk. No tension, you'll be nice and relaxed. And because you've already gone through it in your head, you already know, okay, this word could give me a little bit of a trouble, but I've practiced it, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. This is where I need to take a breath. This is a long phrase. I might need to get a couple breaths in here. You can't do that if you just sit down and do a cold read. Now, I know a lot of people who do cold reads. I do them myself as well. But a lot of times, it just doesn't work. You can't do that cold read. You don't know where you're going to mix up. You don't know what phrases or what words are going to trip you up. You don't know where you're going to breathe. Be prepared. Read the material before you sit down to record it. It's really a best practice. And number 5, never be late. Remember the old saying, early is on time is late. Now, what do I mean by don't be late? Don't be late to meetings. Don't be late to conference calls. If you promise a client you're going to have something delivered to them by X time on X date, deliver it beforehand. This is where the old adage, under promise and over deliver comes in. If you get your clients their projects on time or early, that's one of the ways that you're going to retain those clients. Now, if you promise a client that you'll have them their project by noon on Wednesday, let's say, and you can't get it done by noon on Wednesday, or you don't get it done by noon on Wednesday, and you don't get it delivered to them, they're going to think twice about hiring you again. But you say, I'm going to get it to you by noon on Wednesday, and you get it to them by 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, or heck, you even get it to them Tuesday night. Wow, all of a sudden you walk on water, and they know that they're going to be able to come back to you when they need something done, when they need it done right, and they need it done fast and delivered to them quickly. So always be on time. Never be late. Now, yes, things happen. There are times I've had a couple of issues where I've lost power and not been able to get any work done. Thankfully, having a cell phone, able to contact those customers, those clients, and let them know, hey, look, this is what's going on with me. I'll get this to you just as quick as I can. I'll keep you updated. They appreciate it. Clients really do appreciate it. But if it's all possible, if it's all within your power, do not be late. Make sure you get there on time. Early, remember, early is on time is late. Get there early. Sign into that conference call early. Sign into that Zoom meeting early, and get those files delivered to your clients before you said you would. Trust me, it'll go a long, long way. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Is there any other subjects that you want me to talk about? Put them in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. As you've been doing your research in your voiceover journey, have you come across any tips or tricks from somebody else that you think might be good for the rest of the community? Put them down in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Hey, if you got any value out of this video, please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.